following podcast is intended to be entertainment and a tad educational. Do not take anything we say to heart. We are not comedians but plan to laugh with us or at us. If you disagree with what we have to say, make sure to bring it up in the comments so we can gain views with your tears. Enjoy the show.
What's up, y'all? Whoa, already starting it off strong.
Yeah.
Back with you. Another week of Adrenaline Junkies. We know we was just here last week, but we took a week off for Easter, so we're back on normal schedule. Been a rainy week entirely, pretty much.
Over it.
Yeah, me too. I text all them earlier and said, ignore the yard. It's a jungle trying to get in, so I'm ready to mow my yard again.
It's definitely put a damper on
Everything.
yeah, my attitude towards going to the after garage and everything else.
Yeah, we was planning on going to River City this weekend. Pretty much scratched that when we saw the weather, and
I was surprised Friday it looked like they kind of lucked out, honestly.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the weather there looked awesome. Track conditions were amazing. There was a laying pipe like no other.
Even yesterday for the rain, I felt like the track was still in pretty good shape,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It was pretty good. I mean, it didn't. I don't think it. Yeah, it slowed the action down just a hair, but it didn't keep any of the guys from pouring if they were going
No.
for it.
They still screwed up a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So
there's
Yeah, we was watching it in the house just before the show started. I know TikTok shows a lot of it, but there was a lot that I'd missed. But before we get into that, I want to thank our sponsors, Solar Control, Window Tinting. They do anything from commercial vehicles, passenger vehicles, commercial buildings, anything you can think of. He's even done some airplanes and some skid steers and stuff like that. So if you need anything like that, make sure you hit Trent up. Trent's also who I help on the street stock. So pretty good buddies. Can't thank him enough for his support. And next we got Babs Custom Signs. That's who we partner with to do all of our stickers and banners. He does a partnership with us on roof signs, door wraps. Seeds goes to help fund our show and mainly the stuff that we get from him. So we can't thank him enough. He does any type of sign, vinyl work, any type kind of stuff that anybody needs. Make sure you hit Jason up for that. Hayes Performance. Jeremy does any type of performance work, from street vehicles to race cars, derby motors, any type of that. Jeremy's your man. He can mount tires for you now, so all you derby guys that need that, hit Jeremy up. He's doing some big things up there, growing more and more all the time. Jeremy also wheels a Crown Vic. We haven't made it yet, but we're going to make it up there, Brownstown, with him one weekend.
it's on the schedule
Yep,
at some point.
for sure. So can't thank Jeremy enough. TNT Fab, Tyler Williams. He does all kinds of metal work. You guys see that bench that he made?
Yeah.
I shared on the page. That is sharp.
He's doing a lot of other custom stuff I've been
Yeah.
seeing. So
Have you seen my neighbor's Sasquatch on his fence?
no, I'm missing it.
Right up there behind where that next wooden fence, there's a Sasquatch that's flipping you off as you drive by right on the corner of the fence post. Tyler made that. It's
Dude.
hilarious.
You don't have to.
But yeah, he does all kinds of stuff: bumper kits, wheel centers, watch link conversions.
you name it, he's got it.
Yeah, he's growing more and more all the time. He's just got some more equipment that I'm excited to see what he does with. But yeah, we can't thank him enough. Jessica Ritchie and Archie Campbell. They was our first sponsor. They've been behind us from the beginning. Changed 2 of our diapers. A lot of yours, some of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Can't thank them enough for the support. Then we got Wicked Derbies. They just had a release that they have uploaded their registration for that'll be, or one class was live yesterday, I believe, and the rest of them will be live tonight at 5 o'clock Eastern. So be sure to get on there, and at least I will be. I don't know if everybody he's going, they're in Tennessee or not, but ways away. So I'll be down there. Hopefully the whole team's with us. That'll be a fun show. They've had some big news come out here recently. A new tech inspector. So that'll be cool to see how that changes the game and what kind of an asset that is to their work. We've got Pack a Punch Creations, Carla Woodward. She does some design work for us. Can't thank her enough for her time. And then Coyote Customs. So
That guy.
he's a weirdo.
That guy.
But yeah, heck yeah. Mafia TV is live at Northeast Nationals. Yeah. It's up in,
That's an East Coast thing.
yeah.
Northeast. That's
Yep.
way up there in the
Yeah,
far
I think
corner.
they're New York or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it earlier, buddy. Looks like a pretty big show up there. Pretty cool. We're glad you're tuning in and doing your thing. Can't wait till we run into you again. But yeah, that's our sponsors. We can't do this without them. Another way we fund the show is through our merch sales. So let's pull that up. So we got hoodies, koozies, t-shirts, and hats. We are selling out of a lot of this stuff, so we're getting ready to place some more orders. With that, we will be doing another release of another design. Some of you have seen teasers of it. I've already got a couple hats from the new design sold that I got to ship out. Cough, cough, Boston. He tried to take mine off my head at Spring X, but I secured it. Still got her. She's ruined now, but yeah. So if you guys want any of our merch, just let us know. We'll get it to you. But yeah, I know it's been a short week. It's been a long week as well.
Yeah.
My first week back on a normal man's day schedule.
How was that getting up for work?
Oh, I was up at 3:00.
Hyped.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I finally slept a full night. But yeah, it's a game changer. I got energy. I've been in the garage 3 nights this week. I've been out to eat with buddies. I haven't done that in ages. Went to, I guess, technically 2 baseball games, but one of them never got the first pitch thrown because of the weather. But yeah,
You went to Drake's the other day and decided to send me a picture of
Yeah,
what you
me
got,
too.
and
that was
My
on lunch break.
at least might have been in the area. I could have stopped in or something.
I just got it to go. I ate it in the truck. You know, sushi's very hard to eat with chopsticks. Right. It's Mafia TV got for us. It's a mud fest, but checking out the junkies between cleanups. We appreciate. So we're talking about River City. It's an absolute mud fest there this weekend too. Love seeing that they're still getting the shows in and it's not canceling stuff because these guys work so hard to build these cars for these specific shows, and a lot of time away where their rule sets locally made for what they're building to travel for. But yeah, we're definitely glad.
They made the best out of that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it was the first year that they had been to Indiana, which it's not the first time a Big River's been in Terre Haute, but they made the best of it. They did a good job keeping the track cleaned. I thought cleaning the track off, getting the next heat going was good. You know, makes it nice. They had 2 tracks running too. Like always, they always
Yeah.
keep 2.
and they had the coolest bumper boy I've ever seen.
Yeah, Robbie
Robbie was doing pretty much all the bumper
Dude,
boy
my man
stuff.
was hoofing it. It didn't matter where it was at on the track. He was running opposite corner, just picking stuff up and heaving it, you know. So
That place is good too, because for the people in the stands, everything is
Right
actually covered, and you're close to the track and all that. So
which to be expected. The grandstands weren't like screaming packed full
Yeah.
the first night. Couldn't get another person in or anything, but I mean they were still plenty full on Friday night and then Saturday night especially. I mean it was raining almost like the stands were still pretty well packed and everything. And
over the years, we've seen that regardless of if it rains or not, the people are going to come.
Oh, yeah.
I
Prime
mean,
example that year at Scottsburg when I swear a tornado was coming through.
dude,
And it was-
that was wild.
I mean, it may hurt your crowd a little bit, but the true people will still come out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they don't care.
Yep. It was good seeing you last weekend too, Joey. You guys were repping for us. We appreciate that every time. Walker says mandatory 4-wheel drive to get through the pits. Yeah,
I was talking to those guys off and on the whole weekend, and I FaceTimed them yesterday when they were on their way there, and then they got there and they were sending me Snapchats, and they were like, "Yeah, it's still raining over here real hard." And they were sitting in the truck. I was like, "I probably wouldn't get out of it either."
yeah. I got several Snapchats from other guys that they were sitting in their vehicles watching the Derby. Shane somehow looked like he pulled onto the track with his truck and was front, right, and center, or not center, but front row right on
I
it.
saw some of the stuff he had on there. Yeah, he was definitely close to the action.
He had just got that truck detailed like Friday
I've
too.
seen that too. Yeah.
Dave,
Gonna have to take that one back.
Yeah, Caitlin's gonna have some overtime to work on that one this time. But definitely looked like a good show.
the tall header boys doing their thing.
The heats, yeah, just
Dude,
outrageous.
It's makes you wonder how the things are bone stock because good lord, I mean they're handing out. I mean I'm talking track length shots just
For
one
fun.
after another, and dude they're having a ball. They don't care. I mean
Was it Gage that did that full track shot and it didn't even move his front end?
yeah.
Or is
Like
it that
up
other
against like a guy
Yeah.
up against the wall, just
Yeah.
blasting them like
He backs up and aims for the next
he
one.
does it again. It's just
Yeah, they pulled that Mad Dog. What would
That's
you say? 33
yeah.
seconds.
Someone said it was like 33 or 43 seconds into their heat. They pulled it for Mad Dog.
that's one of them that you like to watch, but I would
Oh.
not want to be
Yeah.
on that track.
I was talking to
Head
those
on a
guys.
swivel
They're
for
like,
sure.
good one to watch and be at, but not one I want to partake in.
Yeah.
You gotta have your head on a swivel for sure.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
and Brett Nelson, good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy had that thing singing.
I mean,
And he
it
ended
looked
up-
like every heat there was a minimum of 2 to 3 guys that were just cranking it loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 8 heats, and they were taking however many Mad Dogs they could get, and then the top 3.
Yeah.
Well, then they would run the top 3 down to 1, and the guy who won came out on top of that heat, got their car all night. The other 2, they just got in the next morning,
Mm-hmm.
and your Mad Dogs got them the whole night. From what I understood, Mad Dogs got them the whole night to work on them as well, and it was definitely making drivers work real hard for
Yeah. But I mean, that's a huge incentive. You go out there, Mad Dog, you make the hits that you want, try not to make anything stupid, get pulled early,
Get your car
and then you get
all
your
night.
car quick.
And then it seems like for the most part on that show, like they want you to hit in the heat, kind of let everybody kind of do
Let it
their
grab.
own thing.
which that was true. I mean, there was one driver, Rob Schweitzer, he got broke off, but he also got a balloon and got a warning, and they started to pick it up. And I think they were trying to make an example. Hey, everybody does still have to keep keep their shot clock in
Keep the
check.
pace going.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was. I
It
wanna
is.
go.
It is definitely like you said. I mean, if you go up there knowing I can go out and just send this thing in the heat, I get it back all night. I get to do whatever I can to it all night long, and then knowing tomorrow, then I can kind of sit back and drive the way I actually choose to drive.
Well, there was also guys that were, you could tell they were in a heat where they knew guys were going to be doing that, and they were just like trying to sit there and let that happen because, by the time those 2 or 3 guys go out there and have their fun, get their Mad Dog pull, there's only 1 or 2 cars left. And you're like, well, hey, guess what? I just made it.
Right.
So there was a few guys that they took the approach that I probably would have taken and just keep the nose clean and let those guys have their fun and find yourself in the future really easy.
Yeah.
It's crazy the different mindsets and strategies you can have going into the same Derby. Like,
Main thing is, like I said, that's you talk about a head on a swivel though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not paying attention or you're sitting still,
it's crazy how fast
you
that
could be
game
on that.
plan can change.
Oh yeah,
If you take
Several of those hits that like incoming, you'd hear them and those people, they wouldn't even know. They turn around and bam, there they were.
Yeah.
I mean, just getting cleaned off and it was too late. They didn't see it until it was happening. And those are the ones that hurt the most.
oh yeah.
When you don't see that coming and it rocks you, you can take a hit that's 3 times as hard, but if you know it's coming, it doesn't hurt as bad. But
if you prepare and kind of lean into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one staring over here and get hit from over there, that hurt.
Yeah.
Especially a cage rattler too.
Yeah, there was that one hit we watched in there earlier. It was a door shot, the passenger side, but I'm pretty sure it picked all 4 tires up off the car sideways.
It's
Moved it about 10 feet, slamming into the wall. Insane. Little Chaos.
PJ's kid.
He was repping the new header.
Yep.
No
And
black flags.
yeah, absolutely made it scream just like the rest of the UPR guys do. And seeing it on video, I don't know how much different it is as in person. I'm sure it's just as loud in person as what we saw down at Sturgis when it was indoor. But he wouldn't even be. You could hear that thing, and it is distinct as can be, screaming there.
I think he's quickly following PJ's steps.
Oh, yeah.
Several times you'd see PJ's like, just go, and he'd never batted an eye. He just
No,
took off.
He was already in the throttle going that
He
way.
didn't care.
Got Dad's confirmation of I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
It's cool
It's
seeing
super.
that.
Yeah, it's super cool to see. It's cool to see, the grown adults be excited and happy for watching, not just PJ and his son, but any of the rest of those guys. They get out super excited for their kid or the kid that's out there or whatever. It's cool to see.
Yeah.
I like seeing the kids get the support they probably deserve, and one day they're going to be out there and they're going to be on their own, and hopefully that carries on.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Speaking of kids, AJ Warren got another win last night.
Good lord.
Jeez. It's 4 in a row for him. I'm bragging for him. He doesn't brag. He's probably one of the most humble kids I've ever seen. 4 in a row, 3 in the championship
They're the point
contender.
series.
In the point series. I was talking to him last night, and I heard from Haley Sweet Shop that he had won. So I texted him and I was like, "So did I hear right?" He's like, "What are you talking about, buddy?" I was like, "That you won." He said, "Yeah, I got lucky again, kid." But I think I did talk him into putting passenger seat in one of them.
oh boy.
I swore I'd never do it for anybody but with you. But if AJ puts one in, I ain't going to.
I've done it once.
Yeah, I mean, you got Cooper Webb, not Webb, Wise, wrong Cooper W. Got that flag, bro. He was trying to drive like you too much.
I wouldn't have done anything different.
No, you wouldn't.
I can't blame the kid.
I thought we were doing pretty good myself.
Yeah. It always feels like, see, that's what I'm saying. It always feels like you're doing all right. But then you sit back and watch it.
Yeah, but you watch it on camera and you're like, okay, we've painted this car 12 times before they've touched anybody.
So
It's Coop though, so he still got the best out of anybody out there.
yeah. I'm telling you, I could sit there and watch paint dry in the car before I freaking did something crazy.
My right foot, it's too heavy.
I can for a while.
I can't. I
At some point, somebody usually pisses me off, and then that's when it's time to go.
Yeah, that usually happens right off the bat for me. But that's also why I just go watch a lot, because it's a lot cheaper now. I don't have time to build a car every show. But yeah.
Sometimes you just got a little aggression, or maybe, especially if that car's a pre-run, I'm really bound to just, I've already had enough of this car, or I've had cars that have battled me the whole time that I have put them together. And even when they're fresh, I show up at the track and I'm like, I'm going to destroy this thing because I'm tired of it being in the garage. But sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just depends.
Yeah. So next weekend coming up, we got the Demolition Derby Expo. We all were planning to attend. It's dwindling now, so we'll see who can make it. Still going to try and go represent, so that'll be pretty cool. They got the compact car youth
cadet.
Yeah, cadet.
They got a full size cadet class as well.
Do they really?
Yeah, they got a mini car and a full size.
Huh, you didn't realize that.
Cool thing about that is I was watching last year and I was looking at stuff last year. They let youth kids inspect and flag and officiate too. Like kids are standing holding flags and stuff. Now I'm sure there's adults, I know there is adults up there on their walls with them and everything, but it's like in the inspection too. Now, obviously, it's not the same kids that are driving get to inspect, but it's like they have another group of kids that maybe aren't driving or something. They get to help or be in on that process.
Be involved through the whole thing.
Right.
That's wild.
Mm.
They've also got the RC National Derby.
That's so goofy, isn't it?
I'm excited for it.
RC cars.
I've never actually seen one in person, but seeing the pictures of them, those guys are 3D printing every part that's on a full-size car now and putting them on them.
I watched them.
Wow.
I think it was Bash for Cash one year. They had it like back behind the parts vendors. And I actually didn't even know they were back there. There was too many people for me to drive the cart through there. I was hungry. I'm trying to get food. So I cut back behind trying to go around. I was like, oh, what do we got here? So I pulled up for a second. They're pretty fast.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
speaking of RC cars along those lines, there was a Power Wheel Friday night. The sucker catches on fire not once,
What?
but twice.
A Power Wheel?
A Power
On fire.
On fire.
means they had the juice thrown to it.
That Milwaukee got hot.
Yeah.
It was DeWalt.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
should have known.
Yeah. I was sitting there watching. I was like, okay, maybe it was a freak fluke. And then the dude, it was a girl, and he puts his daughter, catches on fire, and some guy goes out there and grabs her out of it, and he the dad walks out there and bats it around. He plugs another battery into it. He's like, yeah, go ahead, take off again. She takes off again. 2 minutes later, it's on fire. I'm like,
I've never,
I'm like,
ever in my life.
they're not gonna be letting kids use Power Wheels now because just like everything else, it gets completely thrown out of hand. And I'm like, it's
They're
a
gonna
Power
have-
Wheel. It is a
They're
Power
going to
Wheel.
end up having rules on
Yes,
Power Wheels.
yes.
They're going to pull the seat up and make sure that
Through
it's the
inspection, you get a list, cut this,
Yeah.
now take that off.
Get the torches out on that plastic.
it'll,
Dad's not an electrician. We gotta go back through this.
Yeah,
it'll end up being that they'll pull the seat off and make sure that it's the regular battery that came in them instead
Yeah,
of
I was just like, yeah, it's cool. You want your kids to have something super cool, and I think it's cool to see guys, having fun with it or whatever. But it's like,
Safety first,
it's like
fellas.
a kid, dude.
The
They're
one
like
thing that's
4, 5,
always-
6 years old.
the one thing about the Power Wheels that I guess is always, you could say, concerns me is you've got some of these kids that run the
The
Yeah.
go-karts that are
they run
2
like
inches off the ground.
They run them like the actual like them carts or whatever that are super low, and then you got some that are
grave
in,
diggers.
yeah, and they're jacked up trucks. I'm like, they're gonna actually hit the kid. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna drive on top of them and run the kid over inside of this thing.
There is no pillar parking. There is no pillar. You're
Yeah,
just put it right in the shoulder blade, buddy.
yeah.
Like,
But
hey,
I don't know.
whatever.
They're Power Wheels, but just the fact that not once, put the daggone thing on twice. Like
all right,
that
so
is
now
definitely
we're also gonna have
safety
to add in the
concern.
rules that you only
Right,
get to catch on fire one
Yeah,
time.
you get one fire.
One fire, you're
Fire suits are required too.
Yeah, I was gonna say fire suits
Yeah.
are gonna be.
I was like,
Oh
what? Dude?
man.
We need to come up with ride heights.
Yeah, yeah. Front,
Milwaukee only.
front
No the
bumper,
wall.
front bumper can be no higher than 8 inches off the ground or something.
Oh my god.
No studded rear tires.
Yeah.
Just-
But have you seen the stuff they're 3D printing for those?
Uh-uh.
Like the headers, they
Oh,
got
well,
bumpers
yeah,
that are bolting on now. Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that's not a powerful wheel.
it's so cool though.
It could be cool, but it's like you're getting away from the fact that it's kids.
But like that's where I'm at. Like if you have somebody doing that, and then you have some guy that puts his kid out there in just a regular old Power Wheel that he is, setting that off the ground. It's like somebody's
yeah. Like, just let the kids have fun.
yeah.
I think making my kid some letters out of some empty toilet paper rolls and pack them up, gluing them on, spray painting them.
Yep,
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stack them up with the old hot glue gun.
You can do like one of them.
I'm gonna make them like the headers from ETR where they go up and there's.
That would be cool. The tracking, not so much.
So
Just because Charlie did it. Love you, buddy. Oh goodness. So what else you guys been doing? Anybody got anything cool going on?
Not really.
I mean, speaking of Charlie, have you guys a little bit yet? And who's going and
Oh no, we haven't. That's
It is
coming up.
Yeah.
5-day
Yeah.
vendor?
We
I'm trying to read.
Yeah, me too.
Pissed and broke Bill. Well,
So for those of you that normally tune in, you know that the computer is usually sitting here,
yeah.
and we kind of can read comments off that. Cody got a TV put up on the wall, so all of our stuff that's usually on the computer is now on the TV.
No, it's done here now.
So if you see us just blankly staring at this, it's
We're
because we're
squinting.
reading the comments. We're kind of old, so we should probably have on. I mean,
Some
I got my
glasses.
contacts in, but still.
Either way, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a power wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, how complicated can you make it? That's like mowers. It's like, why would you make them?
I mean, it makes sense though because like, I mean, these little kids are watching these older guys do it, and they're like, "Oh, I want that. I want what he's got."
Yeah. I want to look
It's
like
like
dad.
it's like younger basketball players acting like guys in the NBA, like their attitude and stuff. It's just exactly like that.
Everything just whatever you have. I mean, we've seen it all. Like whatever you come up with, they're going to continue to try to.
I think it's kind of cool how creative you can get with it, but yeah. I agree. Like there comes a point.
Yeah, back to where we were starting to go before we were trying to see what was on there. What are we down to now for Bash? Like 3 weeks?
I have no idea. It's this month. I know that.
I think we're-
22nd.
I think we're like 3 weeks. We I think we're going on Thursday.
Did we get approved?
Mm-hmm.
So I owe you money.
folk in Europe being able to take off work all the time. Must be nice.
I got 2 weeks, and I scheduled that on January 1 with no other plans. I put that one in Terra, Tennessee, and
I got a week and I've only used 1 or 2, and then I got to save a few for September.
I
Wait,
stayed
what's
in
in
school,
September?
so I made my own schedule.
What's in September?
I did too.
Chatty's bachelor party.
Oh, God.
About that.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
then I
I
got to
can handle
save,
that.
and then I got to save 1 or 2 for his wedding in November.
Speaking of Chatty, I talked to him yesterday.
Chadwick.
Yes, he was golfing. He said,
Yeah.
"Do not ask me how to golf because I have no idea." But he said the beer goes down quicker when you're out here on the
I
golf.
was going to say,
He
I'm sure there's a lot more drinking than golfing.
he said that he wants some of us to bring clubs whenever we go because
Not
there's
happening.
some golf courses out there. I said, I'm not any good, but I'll go play.
Yeah, I like the whole cart ride from hit to hit more than I do the. But I have started enjoying it more in the last couple of years. Dad's made me go, and I actually kind of enjoy it now.
I do kind of
Yeah,
enjoy
weird.
it, but I enjoy whenever I go with people that are equally not as good as me.
I'm just not going with my father.
Like the first couple times I went with some guys that I worked with at my old job, and they were kind of good. And I'm like, this sucks. Like you guys actually hit good, and they're shooting like 1 over par or something like
That's
that,
being nosy.
and I'm struggling. I am solid on the green though. You get me to the green, that's when my putt skills come in. And that's what I always tell them. I'm like, if we can play scramble style and you get me to the green, I'm your guy. It's just getting to the green. Not good. Not good.
We need to make an adrenaline junkie top golf trip.
That'd be fun.
Christ. All right, back on topic. We're going to Bash for Cash, guys.
Yeah, I don't
We're
know
going
how
to
we
Bash
got.
for
I
Cash.
don't know how we got to that.
Therefore,
Chad.
if you want some merch and you don't want to pay shipping,
Hit us up. We'll be there.
I will have the new release done by then, I promise. Hoping within the next week. I got hats in today, or yesterday. So they will be, first round of those will be done sometime this week. I've already got a handful of, probably about half of them spoken for. But we can order more. And
can I place an order?
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of them.
one of them was yours because Charlie took yours at Spring X.
I gave Terry P a hoodie. Hoodie at Spring.
One of those hoodies is yours. I did remember that. Oh, no, we already replaced. I already ordered that. That's right. Yeah, that stuff took like a week and a half to come in. It's the longest I've ever
It's
waited.
hard to keep
Usually
track
it's
of all that stuff.
Oh my God, it's impossible.
think I want like a pink hoodie, a blue hoodie, a red hoodie. You know what I'm
You
saying?
already got more than other than him. I think you're killing the game as far as the merch.
Hey,
Evan,
yeah.
No,
get it out
loses it.
there.
Can't find a shirt. I need
In your bedroom, I understand why.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
I think
It's
I know where more of
because-
his stuff is than I do my own. Seriously, like I
True.
lose my stuff, and Jordan's like, "Where's this green shirt?" I'm like, "Oh, it's right there. If you look in the closet, it's to the left."
She lost her blue T-shirt like that for like 2 weeks, and then got a
It
black
was in her
one.
car, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then got a black one, and it was like, oh, well,
No,
I
it
found
was
this
in
one.
the dirty laundry out on the patio.
Well,
I thought I did all the laundry. I guess I did. Just a load.
You had it on like 2 days before you told me you lost
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
That's funny.
Yeah,
to
we'll
the derbies.
we'll do some more of our. Let's see, when's our next show?
Not this weekend, but
Yeah,
next.
it'll be
So
the
right
weekend before we head to Bash. So
Yeah. So do we know anybody that's committed to go?
they put the drivers list out. Those teams are
No
pretty,
slouches.
pretty impressive. Let me get that
It's a
quick.
smash
I
hit
don't know
show,
if
right?
there's in the youth besides Charlie.
Cam Pinwell.
Oh, is there?
Charlie being the youth. Let me get it pulled up here. I know a few of or most of the national teams stay the same.
Didn't Caden run that?
Caden.
No, they ran that.
PA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cole ran that.
Gotcha.
Most of your national teams stayed the same. I did see where some teams dropped and added a guy. I know Ruts, Fab and Tire, Paul, and Brett added Justin Buchanan. That'll be a pretty solid team there.
Priors.
Got the Allens, Priors. Look forward to hanging out with them guys up there again, like usual. Hemp products. And then the qualifying side had some pretty good teams on it too.
EPR run this one.
No. They've in the last
I was gonna say, I don't know how they have time to build cars.
Hey, it looks like it quit raining.
I know, I was going to say that. You can hear the birds out again. It's sunny.
Birds.
Birds.
I
No.
Wasn't me.
I wish I knew how to do clips to post on TikTok.
I can't find the. If you're talking about that video. No, you're not. We're not talking about the same thing. Are we?
I'm talking about you guys doing your thing because I was gonna make that a
We
clip.
have short,
Oh.
short clips on TikToks of our bloopers.
That bird coming from Jace. I cannot find that video anywhere.
I don't
I
think
probably
I've ever
got
seen
it.
that video.
I've probably got it somewhere.
God.
Yeah.
Won't do it anymore either.
No, yes, he's like, nah.
He's too cool now.
I know going back to our trip to Ohio
Squirrel.
for the third time. I know for the last however many years it's been or whatever, that Ohio trip is my one trip every year that I know for a fact. Yep, that's it. I'm going.
Have I been to this show?
Remember?
Is
At this
the-
track.
Okay, so we're
Where
going to
you
chill
died.
coffee.
This is the one, yeah, this is the one where you almost died.
Because you left me.
I was on the other side of a car.
He took off walking on the phone, talking to somebody that doesn't matter. And he left me and Levi. Levi got stressed out because you left us. And then
No.
I was literally,
I took off walking to go find you.
it was
With
a truck, and I was leaning on the side of it, talking on the phone, and was watching you freak out.
I didn't freak out. I just went to look for you.
Well, then I couldn't find you forever. Speaking of,
What is Mo?
Mo is getting ready to jump on an airplane
No,
and go
he's
to.
actively
Oh, is he
on
in the
his
air
way.
now?
Yeah.
He's going to what? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he was going
He's
to
gonna
Italy
eat
for like
to-
2 weeks.
Italy for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, what a guy.
So
Yeah.
then he bails on us so he can have special time with his wife. Like,
Yeah, that's
we was here first.
yeah. Last time,
He's bailed on us 2 trips this year already.
well, the last time Mo came on a trip was Spring Eggs that I can remember.
Yeah, that was 20.
I'm a little disappointed because that was a blast.
Since I've been around, he's not come anywhere.
So,
Maybe it's my fault.
Yeah,
It's your fault.
there's
I
this,
mean,
there's this
I thought me and
part of
Levi
this
were
equation.
Well,
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere, so most guys get
Bye,
up
bro.
for it, so.
Yeah.
For those that know who we're talking about, it's Jordan Stever. He's
Half
a
brother. They're blood.
half brother, whatever. But
It's technically
It's his brother.
My brother, yeah.
but he's the life of the party when he's around, and he has successfully not showed his face recently, and it's
He was here for the birthday party.
He's running down
Yeah,
in his
but-
old age.
He
That's no
is
kidding.
definitely. You take him out of town, and God bless him. He is the life of the party. God.
Hey, he was pretty fun at your sister's wedding.
I love the kid to death, but there's sometimes I'm like, I literally have to watch you. Like I gotta watch over you while we're here. Make sure you don't get in trouble.
That's all right. That's why
He's
it's
never
fun.
gotten in trouble.
No.
He's
He's got where he should have, but
he's definitely settled down at the in the stay-at-home dad life. He's not a stay-at-home or a dad, but he reminds me of
I
someone
was
that's
like, what did I miss?
He reminds me of a stay-at-home dad. Man, he grew up on us. We're all still kids, and he's grown up.
Got him a job now. Gets to work from home, and
Does it make what we thought he made?
no, glad we got that
Oh
straightened
my
out.
god.
Jared.
I
we got that straight.
swear that's what he told me he did. I swear.
No,
Mo, if you're watching, call for
Yeah.
context clues because we're not putting it on the show.
yeah, when you
It's what's your job pertain to.
when you get to Italy and you're tuned into this after a while, you can call us and ask. But we'll just keep it at that. God love you kids.
Swear that's what he told me.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Oh,
That's
Local shows are starting to pick up.
Yep.
yeah.
Got
on another note.
Yeah.
yeah, we're just getting
Change
right
that.
into that.
Scratch it.
I don't know a whole lot as far as local in May, but I know June is going to be packed.
End of May, Les Warren will be putting on a show down in Dixon, Tennessee.
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 Yeah.
It's only Tennessee.
Ooh.
But I plan on going down to that one, supporting those guys. I think it'll be a pretty cool show. There was like 2 compact classes, a youth and a
2 full-size classes as well.
yeah. If one of them was a youth, too, wasn't it?
Was it?
I don't remember. I've got it in messages. We'll get that posted on our page too. And then that bone stock and a motor swap class. We're pretty.
Those are 2 of the same classes almost. Bone stock and motor swap.
They
What
might,
are they
Is
there?
one a go and go?
That's what I was going to say. They
Yeah,
might
one's
call
probably
theirs.
go. I guess that makes sense.
Speaking of,
Dude, that changes from track to track, state to state, show to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it makes no sense. I was talking to girls over there and they call them a pro stock. I'm like, that is completely different over here.
Yeah.
Like 9-day difference. Like, I'm talking.
I'm still amazed what a gut and go and a remastered gut and go is different. Like it's the same words.
Yeah. It's, speaking of that, is anybody. What? Yes. Yes.
Speaking of what, back on.
Speaking of these local shows, I've been talking to some guys. There's a lot of guys building cars right now. And Jordan still hasn't. Kenley still hasn't. Jared
What?
still hasn't. Cody still has but hasn't.
We're,
I could be ready in 5 minutes, but I don't know which set of rules is what that
Yeah,
I even want to look at. None of them.
we're all.
They all involve work. But
That's what I'm avoiding right now. Is work.
my gut and go car could be ready in about 30 minutes.
But is it a good go remaster?
No. Why it's sitting in the garage. It's not why, but it's why it will stay in the garage.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys hard at it already. Like I said, I mean, May, I don't really know of a whole lot in this area, in our area that's in May, but I know June.
Is nonstop.
June's got a lot.
June's got more than July now.
Didn't Scottsburg change to June now? You have Scottsburg. I know Cordon's in June. It's
Jennings
in
County, Madison.
Yep. No,
No,
Madison's
July.
July.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a week after.
Dustin does have his Paoli Fair
Yeah,
Derby.
and then
in June.
there's
Yeah.
yeah, because you got
Jennings
It's
County
like-
Fair is the same day as it.
Okay.
yeah, because you got like Paoli, Scottsburg, and Cordon are all like right there together.
So the first weekend is Paoli and Jennings County on the same day. Then it goes into Scott County Fair Tuesday and Friday, and Saturday is
Cordon.
Robbie has 2 shows within that same 2-week time span.
Because he's got one the same night as Cordon.
Yeah.
Was
And
it
then
Henry County?
like Henry's same night as Gordon, and Trimble County's right in there too.
Yep.
Good Lord.
And then you go early July, you got Madison, and then I know end of July is Brandenburg.
Yep.
And then with that, you'll have Brett County should be in there somewhere.
There's several.
Logan County's in August, like early August.
There's several that are out there to our west in June and July.
Yep.
Out past Evansville, out
Yep.
past
I know
Walker's area and stuff. Like Paris, Illinois.
Yep.
Several of those
I know.
out in that direction.
Cody O promotes a lot of them out there. I know his start around June.
Is that who we saw at? No, it's not. At where was we? Sturgis. Back there with Harold.
Yes.
What is him?
He's got.
I think the Gearharts are who do like Paris and then like Terre Haute Fair Derby.
Yep.
The Gearharts do theirs. There's some guys we know that'll probably be hitting those up.
We're slowly creeping into that time of the year where you can go watch a derby about every weekend,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how far you are able to
Wanting to
drive. Or yeah,
Yeah, we may
do that already.
I know we may have to like divide and conquer
Yeah.
a few of these.
Yeah.
That might be a thing. that we
Harrison
have to-
County. I told him I was probably going to go to Robbie's show.
Yeah.
And I'll probably go to Jennings County instead of Paoli. I figured you guys would probably go there.
We can sit down and discuss that. Yeah,
I mean, I'll probably go to Harrison County, but for my own reasons. But so
probably the same as mine.
LOL.
yeah, that thing, yeah, what he said. But
There's one on Scott County's on Friday night too, local.
Yeah.
It may be another Robbie show.
it probably is. Pretty sure he does that.
And does
Should've brought my
Scottsburg
calendar.
still have the one on Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday and Friday.
So Tuesday, Friday.
Same classes pretty much both nights.
So that week will be Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Well,
And I'll be on day shift so I can go to the fair this year.
Go to Sunny's.
this is gonna be the first year I have no reason to go to the fair. Really,
Yeah. Nobody's
Scottsburg.
showing.
nobody showing, nobody derbying. I have absolutely no reason to go there.
I scheduled my vacation last year, so I wouldn't have to go to it.
Yeah.
I picked our fair or our vacation week. I'm sorry. Yeah. Love toast. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, nothing against toast.
No, not at all.
Still support that game. Just everything else around it.
Back on.
I'll say it. I will say it. I don't care.
Not everything, just a bit of it. A bit of it.
I almost said something.
Lord. So yeah, next weekend, Demolition Derby Expo. Not all of it.
3/4 of it.
How many are
I don't know. Like
so like one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys got anything? Kinley got any wise words to leave us on?
I'm hungry.
Yes.
Same. It's been a
Wise words of
Yeah.
Kinley.
I'm hungry.
we've
Dude, put that on your trunk next time you're around.
not hungry.
Yeah, just put "I'm hungry" with an exclamation mark.
Be like Shinar is born to kill.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But a little bit shorter this week.
Yeah, just trying to get back on our actual schedule.
If there's anything we have missed, forgetting about, we need to know about,
By all means, hit us up.
Yep. Next show we will do another Solar Control Shining Star. We have one submission already. So if you have somebody that's going above and beyond in any type of motorsports, if it's at the track, in the shop, doing something that is not asked upon of them, let us know. Write a little tidbit about them. We'll showcase them. I meant to post ours of last week on the page, but never got around to getting my laptop back out of the truck until yesterday. So we'll get that posted. We are on Spotify now. Hoping today I'll get today's episode and last week's episode uploaded. I'm slacking.
Well, we'll give you a little bit of a benefit of the doubt since you just changed the day shift, which you better tighten it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start delegating. What I'm gonna do.
If you show me how to do it, I would gladly help. But you two
You
are
good
the
job, and you good job, and you good job.
you two are the tech people. We're just here.
We're the tech guys.
I am lucky to turn my phone on. No, I'm just kidding. But no.
What'd Frankie say? I don't want to miss what Frankie said. Speaking of Demolition
Frankie
Derby
said
Expo, thumbs up.
Thumbs
Yep.
up.
I'm planning to be up there and see you soon or next weekend, Frankie. Thanks for reaching out to us. It's definitely an honor to receive that email. I was like, is this a scam? But yeah, it was pretty cool. We're going to be up there, at least I will be, Saturday. Check it out. Yep. That's us, Cody. Lollipop announcing
Hey,
in
seen
the house.
his post the other day.
It's a sharp hoodie in it.
Yeah, looks good.
I made that.
I don't know. Some coyote guy.
Yeah, that
Oh,
I'm
it's
telling you, it's that
guy.
Coyote Customs
That guy.
That guy.
That guy.
Yep. Got some cool stuff in the works. So if you got anything you want us to hit on,
Please do not be afraid to tell us we suck.
yeah, but do it in the comments so we can make views by your tears. Is that what it is, Kevin?
I don't know. I try not to listen to it, so I can't tell you what it is.
But we appreciate you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks when we hit on how Derby Expo is. And
Give the
Preview of
Crash.
yep, we're excited. It's on.
We'll see y'all.